Hi everyone, we are in Utah, in Moab, and we're going to do this amazing hike I've been looking forward to. It's actually two hikes. One is called Professor Creek and the other one is called Mary Jane Slot. So I've read the reviews and they said that you can do both of them together. First you go and take Professor Creek, and then instead of turning back, you keep going. So you will have water along the way. You're just following the creek. So I always like that. This way my dog has water. And I don't know how much of it will be a slot canyon, if it's the entire area or is it just the Mary Jane part. And I also don't know how narrow or how wide the slot canyon will be. But I've read that it's supposed to end in a beautiful waterfall. So I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, it's supposed to be 9 miles round trip. So far, that will be the longest hike I've done. So we've got plenty of water, a little bit more food. The doggy has water. I got water shoes, my hiking shoes on. We have everything. We are totally prepared. And it is 12:20 right now. So it's early in the afternoon. Who cares how long it's going to take? We have 9 hours before the sun goes down. And luckily, it's actually pretty cool today. It's about 85 degrees, which feels so cool and so wonderful. Like I said, you will be following the creek, often very, very close to it, right next to it. There will always be a path and you're not going to get very far from the water. So it will be right in the same area, and there will be countless crossings of the water, probably 50 times. And it's good if you bring water shoes, but just with your hiking shoes, you can always cross the water, at least in the beginning. There will be these carefully positioned rocks. Of course, you want to be careful. Just put some weight on it first to make sure that the rock doesn't move. You do not want to slip and break your ankle. And sometimes it seems like you have a path for the crossing and then you just need to look around and there might be a better one. I don't know if these rocks are naturally there or somebody put them there, but they are very helpful and you can actually cross the creek many, many times and not get wet. At this point, we have been going for an hour and a half without stopping, and somehow the canyon started narrowing. So this is where the slot canyon started. There is no marker, so I don't know where Professor Creek has ended and where Mary Jane Slot Canyon started. It's just sort of continuous, but you can turn around whenever you want. This is not a loop. This is the type of hiking trail where you go all the way to the end and then you come back around. So anyone can do this hike. As you could see, it's pretty easy. It is long, but it's easy. There are no elevation changes at all, just a little bit of up and down, but hardly any. And there is water along the way, so you don't even really have to pack any water as long as you have a water filter, and your dog will love it. And there's water for them on the way, so this is a really, really nice hike. And as you can see, completely beautiful the entire time. Somewhere along the way, one foot slipped and got completely underwater. So from that point on, I really didn't care. It felt really good and the rocks were not really there anymore. So I just started walking in the water, and we've been already gone for 2.5 hours, and I thought I was only about halfway there, and then all of a sudden I started hearing and feeling the coolness and the sound of the waterfall. this place is definitely not crowded. On the way in, I saw one family coming out and then just a couple of other people, and that was it for the entire time. And when I started going back, that's the only time I saw one hiker with his dog. So we stopped to chit chat for a little bit while our dogs played, and Misha finally got a chance to play with the dog. Up until now, all the dogs are so afraid of her, but this little one had a great time with her, so that was nice. And that was probably the longest break I have taken during this time, and I had about 2.5 hours to keep going to reach the end. So we have already made about 1/3 of the way back, and it is time for a snack break. I'm going to tell you what I brought. So this was water. It's almost gone. I have this one I haven't touched yet. This is also water, but it's still halfway full, so that's good. And lately I've been feeling like I was getting burnt out, or I wasn't really sure, and then I realized that maybe I'm just getting dehydrated, because I do drink a gallon of water every day, but everything I sweat out, water doesn't replace it. I need sodium and electrolytes and things like that. So I started bringing, this is Clamato juice, and no, I don't drink it with the beer. I don't like beer anyways, and this is a wonderful drink. You do not want to mess up. This has a lot of sodium in it, and it makes me feel so much better. I love it anyways, but on hikes I'm gonna always take them now. I already drank half of it, so I'm gonna drink the other half. And this here is a mixture of apple cider vinegar, some berry juice, like actual juice, and water. I never crave sweet, but I always crave sour, something acidic. I think my body needs it. And this one always gives me so much energy, and because it has a little bit of sugar in it, now I get the extra sodium and the sugar, and it's just gonna be so much better. And I'm already feeling a lot better. I started doing this a couple of days ago. And I also brought a sandwich, which I am gonna eat. And and I love this. This is how we used to wrap the sandwiches in Hungary. When I was little, we didn't have Ziploc bags, so this brings back memories. It's just so much better. And then I have a ham and cheese sandwich, so I'm gonna eat that. But first I'm gonna drink, and then I'm gonna eat, and then we're gonna take a little break, and I'm gonna get all this energy to make it through for the rest of the hike. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in taking this hike, look in the description of the video. I have written some very important information not mentioned in the video, as well as directions and everything you need to know to enjoy this hike. Thank you so much once again, and I will see you next time. We made it. 9-mile round trip. It was so beautiful and so nice. My favorite hike so far.